Hello and welcome to my channel and welcome to this video where we are trying a couple of new things from Essence. I'm really excited to be doing a makeup video again. We're going to do a full face of drugstore makeup, but we're going to keep it a little bit casual and a little bit day to day, but still all drugstore makeup to create a nice makeup look. Let's get started. So we're going to start off with some... That's Bowie, by the way. Hi Bowie. He doesn't want to hear this. Anyway, what I was saying, we're going to start with something interesting because I always start with eye primer and then eyeshadow. But today I have something entirely different because I have the multi-chrome flakes. Yeah, so that sounds very similar to the chrome flakes from the Nessa Myrix. And if you look at the packaging, it also looks very similar. So this is the little pot from Essence. It says multi-chrome flakes over here. I have it in the shade Cosnova, by the way, which is really, really pretty. It seems I didn't bring any of my Danessa Myrix chrome flakes, but I'll post a picture right here and I'll hold this next to it. I mean, it's an identical little pot. The question is, of course, if the formula is similar as well. So let's just try it out. I'm not going to put anything on my eyes. I'm just going to have bare lids, see how it works. I can do like a side-by-side and a wear test and something like that in a short if you want. Maybe I'll do that. Anyway, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to peel off this little lid that it has, which is definitely different than the Danessa Myrix. And it's definitely a little bit annoying, but I'll get there. Yes. So, yeah, it looks very similar. I'll swatch it from whatever is left on the little metallic thing. Yeah, so it definitely feels similar, but I would say that there are fewer flakes in this one from Essence. And I'm not sure how they would compare color-wise, but I have a blue one and a more pinkish one. And this one looks kind of purple to me with a green shift. So it's definitely multichrome. I see green in the viewfinder and I see purple in real life. And I feel if I find the correct angle, you will see it as well. Yeah, I'm not sure if you will. Anyway, it is multichrome, but it doesn't look intensely pigmented. I'm going to apply a little bit more. Oh, I definitely see the multichrome now. I see green, I see purple, I see blue. I actually see pretty much a full rainbow. I also see yellow. Okay, that is actually pretty cool. It's just that it's a little bit more sheer. So I'm curious to see how it'll look on my eyes. Let me scooch real close, grab some on my finger, and I'll show you. Okay, it's not ugly. I'll give it that. It's not ugly. The flakes are also a little bit smaller than the Danessa Myrix, but the shade of them is really pretty. And in real life, I definitely see it a little bit more than on camera, but even in real life, it's more of a glimpse that you see whenever you twist your head. Not so much an opaque color that you see all the time. It's just a different kind of effect. Maybe it would look really nice paired with, call it, an eyeshadow base, like the one that I have from Makeup Revolution. I have a bright blue one, pink one. You know, something that's not a powder, because I feel like this type of gel, it will it will eat up the powder. But I like the way this looks. It's not very dramatic. Honestly, this is a problem that I have with a lot of eyeshadows from drugstore brands as well, that they're just not insanely pigmented, but they are usually pretty in color. And that's how I feel about this. But I'm sure that if I were to walk around with this and meet people, someone would mention something about how beautiful this is, because it really is. So we'll add the full look and we'll see the effect. To finish up the multichrome effect, I've been really in love with this eyeliner from Moira. It's the Supernova Multichrome Eyeliner, and I have it in a couple of shades, and the shade that I have here is Ultra. And it's a white to a green to a purple, but it's very subtle. So I'm going to put it on my lower lash line. And it's going to be very similar to that eyeshadow in the way that it sometimes reflects a little bit of purple, sometimes a little bit of white or green, and sometimes it looks a little bit more sheer. And I think it'll match the vibe. I don't know if you can see that, but I definitely can in real life. I really like these multichrome eyeliners from Moira. And I'm going to add a little bit of a wing with this Catrice eyeliner. This is their I never understand how to pronounce this. Calligraph artist. I feel like it should be calligraphy artist. But anyways, calligraph artist. And it's a matte eyeliner in the shade Ocean Flirt. I don't think I'm going to add any lashes today, so I thought this was the time to shine for my Ocean Flirt. So let's move into the next Essence product. I have here the What the Fake Extreme mascara. Oh, sorry. I have here the Lash Without Limits mascara. It seems that Essence drops a new mascara every month, and maybe Catrice does as well. And honestly, when you go into the store, there are always like 12 different mascaras on sale. I just hope they never get rid of Lash Princess, but I'm sure we are all hoping that. So this is in the shade Ultra Black. And I just thought this was a very promising wand. I like a plastic wand. I like a little bit normal sized wand. I like bigger ones too. But this does have its advantages. So yeah, let's see how it does. I'm always looking for a nice mascara. I try one every couple of months. And then by the time I try one, my previous one has usually run out. So that's perfect. Hey, I'm already loving this, because it seems to be a formula that isn't too wet. So it's not like it's spraying around everywhere. It applies a decent amount of product. Yeah, so that's just one layer, one quick layer actually. I really like it. We're going to build it up. Now you'll have to forgive this eye, because I ripped out a couple of lashes here and here, so it looks a little bit weird. That's really not the fault of the mascara. Oh, it's quite a bendy wand. Look. So I went in for a second layer. And I'm not convinced that you should do that with this mascara. It looks a little bit clumpy now and a little bit spidery. I kind of like the way it looked before I went in for the second layer. But it is definitely a very promising mascara. I think it looks really good either way, you know. Also after the second coat, I feel like with this subtle of an eye look, I would definitely not need lashes right now. I am afraid it's going to transfer quite a bit, because I always buy waterproof mascara, and I don't think this one is, but it's supposed to be extreme lengthening and volume mascara, and yeah, I agree. I think if you have very long lashes, this will look amazing. And because the wand is a little bit smaller and the formula is a little bit drier, it works for me as well. And you know, I have decent lashes, but I apply false lashes all the time, so I rip them out. Not the most healthy thing, but this makes them look all right. So that was it for my eye routine. Let's do a little bit of face makeup. I almost thought I didn't have a concealer. I'm going to skip foundation today. I did bring something, but I want to keep this look a little bit light and easy. So I'm going to take the Camouflage Matte Plus concealer from Essence. This is actually not one of my favorite concealers, because it doesn't cover that much and it's a little bit dry. Like, it doesn't crease, but it just doesn't feel the nicest. But now that I've started using concealer more as an all-over product instead of something to definitely conceal, and definitely now that I've started pairing it with color correctors, I feel like it could work. So I'm going to give it another chance. I have it in the shade 20 Light Ivory, because I've discovered that those thin, more low coverage, drier concealers last really well in warm weather. And it is a little bit warmer today. We're actually having a nice late summer here in the Netherlands. I would have preferred to put a color corrector underneath, but I only brought my Huda one, and that's definitely not Drugstore. So we're going to see how this works. Yeah, so it's exactly as I remember it. And for that reason, I now think I love it. I think I would love it even more with the color corrector, and then it would be perfect. I've also realized that I don't need that much coverage all over my face. Just like right over here, and that's where the color corrector comes in. So I think this looks pretty good. Now I'm going to add a little bit of shine and a little bit of color with this. This is the Hydra Bright Cream Blush from Makeup Revolution, or Revolution Pro, I think. This is just the Charlotte Tilbury dupe. This is one of those perfect all-in-one products that if you don't really feel like doing separate blush and highlight or even bronzer, you can just put on this. And I actually think this is a really nice product. I like the way peach looks on me. And I also like peach with light blue. Yeah, that's nice. I'm going to add my brow gel. The newest one that I'm using is one from Unleasha. And this is not exactly Drugstore, but it is Drugstore pricing. It's a K-Beauty brand. I think it's priced around 11 euros. So it counts, and at least I'll be able to use a brow gel that I've discovered with this one that I do love it because it's sweat proof. It's amazing. I've been walking around with this brow gel in my brows during my bridge tournament last week in 32 degrees, or I think 90 degrees weather if Fahrenheit. And I was sweating quite a bit in those sweaty little cafes, but my makeup was perfect intact at the end of the day, and my brow gel as well. The only thing is that it doesn't always look the best at first. So sometimes I have a little bit of white residue, or it doesn't stick as well. It's a little bit fussy to apply, but once you do, it's rock solid. So at this point, I definitely recommend this one. So I'm feeling a little bit pale with a lot of flush, so I am going to apply a little bit of bronzer. Luckily, I brought my little cream bronzer from Essence that I love so much, the Baby Gut Bronze. This is really, I don't know if you can see, but I'm really making a dent in this one. I always find that fun to see. So I'm mainly targeting my forehead with this and my nose, because I feel those are the extremely pale areas. But I'll also put a little bit right there. And this smells like watermelon. Yeah, that looks a little bit more even. Now I'm not going to add any highlight. I feel like that blush highlighted plenty. I am going to add a little bit of lip liner because the final product we're going to test is a lip gloss. I'm going to take this lip liner. This is from the Soph collection, the third one with Makeup Revolution. It's just a nice nudie kind of shade. It has a little bit of a peachy undertone. All right, it's starting to come together, but we definitely need a gloss. Where did it go? Here. I have the What the Fake Extreme Lip Filler or Plumping Lip Filler Icy Effect from Essence. And I'm very curious about this one. I don't really like burning lip plumpers, but I can sometimes tolerate a more icy one. Oh, I hadn't seen the bottle yet, but look at how pretty this is. It actually looks like there's going to be a little bit of shimmer in here. It's in the shade number 2 Ice Ice Baby. Oh, that's beautiful. I think the blue mixes with the white, and the white is more glitter and the blue is more plump. So I'm going to specifically use a little bit of both. I definitely feel a cool sensation. And there's also a very slight blue tint with this one. It's almost sheer, but there's a little bit. I feel like I see it. I know I applied my lip liner a little bit too high, but do you see how right below my lip actually starts filling it up? I don't know if I see anything on my lower lip, but And it's not unbearable, it's just a little bit minty. I actually think it's quite nice. So yeah, that was my quick makeup video for today. I kind of like the end result. Although, if I had to say what I was most impressed with, it's definitely the lip gloss. I also really like the mascara. I'm going to need to try that a little bit more. The chrome flakes are pretty. They give a little subtle sparkle, which is nice, but it's not as impactful as the Danessa Myricks ones. I don't think so. So is this dog going to keep walking? Sorry if you heard his feet all video long. I didn't really notice it until now. And now I am noticing it a lot. Anyway, yeah, I love the lip gloss, love the mascara. Not so sure about the chrome flakes or the multi-chrome flakes. I'll do a little short where I compare the two side to side. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you like makeup and fashion content, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.